Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through IGCSE physics and the topic is calculating speed and acceleration and the main topic is describing motion. This topic we will be covering according to the syllabuses of Cambridge Edexcel EQA and Oxford. Keep in mind describing motion topic is covered in 4 videos which are available in the playlist. You can check those videos. Now calculate acceleration, how we are calculating acceleration. In speed time graph, speed is taken on y-axis and time is taken as on x-axis. We will discuss in detail in this video how we are calculating acceleration. So in case of this portion, we can check the change in y over change in x, and this will be the gradient, and will be equal to change in y over change in x, and this will be giving us the loop, which is basically acceleration. Speed tells us how quickly distance changes, and the acceleration tells us how quickly speed changes. Together, they help us understand motion clearly in both real life and exam questions as well. So, if we go through this understanding motion and how we are calculating those motions. Speed and acceleration describe motion. Both are used to describe motion. Speed shows how fast something is moving, and acceleration shows how speed changes. So, change of speed per unit time is acceleration. So, both use distance and time essential for analyzing journeys. So, the time is always taken on x-axis, y-axis we are taking distance. In case of distance time graph to calculate speed, and in case of velocity time graph we are taking velocity on y-axis and time on x-axis. So, speed is a measure of how quickly an object covers a distance. It helps us compare different types of motion in a simple and clear way. Now, if we check how we are calculating speed, speed is equal to distance over time, and we can show in the form of triangle also. So, speed is equal to distance over time is this one, and if we require distance, we will write speed distance is equal to speed into time, and time will be equal to distance divided by speed. So, distance is taken in meters, time is taken in seconds, and unit is meter per second. Formula triangle is helping us to rearrange. We can rearrange the triangle and solve the problems. Speed tells us how quickly distance is covered. With just distance and time, you can calculate speed easily using the formula triangle. Further, we can understand acceleration. Acceleration is change in speed over time. And in this first graph, this is increasing acceleration. So we can see the curve is curving upward with the passage of time. If you see the triangles also, so change in y or change in x is increasing. So slope is positive and increasing also. So acceleration is change in speed divided by time. Change in speed is final minus initial, final velocity minus initial velocity, and divided by time. So time is in seconds, units in meter per second square, and shows speeding up or slowing down. We are using this formula for acceleration, which is change in velocity over time, or we can take rewrite it as final velocity minus initial velocity divided by the time taken for that journey. So the acceleration measures how fast speed changes over time. A positive value shows speeding up, while a negative value shows slowing down also. Further, we can discuss these graphs also. We can use these graphs to calculate. So distance time graph gives speed. Keep in mind distance time graph. Slope of the graph gives us the speed, and slope shows speed. Steeper the slope means faster motion. Speed time graph gives us acceleration, which is speed. The slope of the speed time graph gives us, or velocity time graph gives us the acceleration, and area under the graph. This is the property of velocity time graph or speed time graph only, that it area under the graph gives us the distance. So distance, how we are calculating, like for example, AB is the curve. So area under the AB curve will be area of the triangle, which is half into T into AT. So area of the triangle, and this will be area of the rectangle, V1 into T. So we will add these two areas, and this will be representing the distance. Graphs make motion calculations visual and simple. By reading slopes and areas, we can find speed, acceleration, and distance quickly. Keep in mind, in exam, they will be giving you a lot of graph questions. So you need to go through a lot of these graph questions and improve your skill level. Solving motion problems, you need to check the units before starting. Units should be uniform, and use the correct formula, whether you have to use the speed time graph or acceleration formula. So you will have to take the decision properly, then rearrange when needed. So according to the unknown value, you need to make it subject and use, and show each step clearly. Check if your answer is sensible also. So your answer should be sensible also, logical also, right? So this will be time on x-axis, speed on y-axis. And if we need to find the slope of the curve at this point, for example, we can draw the triangle, and we can check the change in y over change in x, and that will be giving us the gradient or the slope of the curve, which is, in case of speed time graph representing acceleration. Motion questions become easy when you follow a clear method. Careful working and correct units ensure accurate results every time. We are done with the describing motion, this particular video. And describing motion is covered in 4 videos, which are available in the playlist. You need to check those videos. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.